Hey everyone, this is Rachel. If I asked you, what is the fastest land mammal, I would bet that the cheetah comes to mind instantly. Just like if I asked you what the largest mammal on the planet is, you'd more than likely say the blue whale. But what if I asked you, who's the best dancer in the animal kingdom? That one might throw you off a bit. Well, it turns out that humans are not the only dancers in the animal kingdom. Check it out. Some of you may be asking, what did I just see? Well, that was a video that Peter Cook from the University of California, Santa Cruz uploaded to YouTube of a California sea lion named Ronan bobbing her head to the beat of Earth, Wind & Fire's Boogie Wonderland. The other animal you may have seen before, he's famous on YouTube. That was Snowball, the sulfur-crested cockatoo who loves to keep the beat to the Backstreet Boys, Everybody. Now, I initially asked you who is the best dancer in the animal kingdom, and well, it's just really not a fair question to ask. No insult to Ronan or Snowball, but it's not really comparable to human dancing. Or is it? Snowball and Ronan were not bobbing their head to the beat perfectly every time, but the researchers who worked with both Snowball and Ronan were able to show statistical evidence that overall they hit the beat quite accurately. If you compare Snowball's pattern of occasional synchronization to the song during periods of sustained dancing, kind of resembles how young children dance, right? Well, the researchers who worked with Ronan and Snowball were even able to manipulate the songs they listened to by both decreasing and increasing the tempo of the song. Both Snowball and Ronan did surprisingly well in synchronizing to the new beats. Now, why is it that only some animals are able to keep the beat to music while others aren't? Well, unfortunately, there isn't a definitive answer as to why some can and some can't. There is a prediction proposed by a researcher named Patel that states that only animals that are capable of vocal learning and mimicry are able to synchronize to music. Well, Ronan is living proof that there are non-vocal learning animals that can exhibit synchronization to music. Just to define a few terms, vocal learning is the ability of an animal to modify and adapt sounds to create vocalizations. Mimicry is the adaptive resemblance of one species to another. This is different than an animal having the ability to make a sound. For example, white Carnax pigeons have 5 distinct vocalizations they use for communication. These vocalizations cannot be modified, and they cannot learn to imitate the sound of other birds. Snowball is a cockatoo, which is one of the very few species which is able to exhibit vocal learning and mimicry because they learn to produce new sounds and they can mimic other species. There has been a lot of research showing that vocal learning, mimicry, and the ability to synchronize to a beat all have mechanistic origins in the brain, specifically the basal ganglia. Well, if Ronan is a non-vocal learning animal, why can she synchronize to music? There's still more research needed to determine the exact reason as to why, but some researchers have suggested an evolutionary explanation. Some have proposed that a distant ancestor of both walruses and sea lions exhibited the necessary machinery, and the traits were favorable, so they remain. Walruses and sea lions are distant cousins, but walruses are still known to be vocal learners. Somewhere down the evolutionary timeline, sea lions diverged from walruses, and they are no longer vocal learners, but the machinery needed still remains, which allows them to exhibit synchronization to music. That is just one plausible explanation as to why sea lions can synchronize to a beat. I hope you enjoyed learning about synchronization in animals. There's plenty of research still out there to come with regards to the topic, so be sure to keep an eye out.